So the chapter 9 is setting your effective goals. So many people think that they are having goals, they are leading towards the goals, or concentration and focus is enough to achieve the goals, all the aspects of life. So this is like not correct according to me, because if you are having lots of concentration, if you are having lots of focus, if you are not having a proper goals, a proper direction, you are misleading your energy. You are not using the focus and concentration to the topmost level or the direct direction. So this is where you have to learn. So according to research, only 8% of people will set goals and they achieve them. This is where they say only 8% of people in their life, they set goals and they achieve them exactly. So the Forbes magazine says that you have to see your ugly face before going to the real one. So what is the meaning of this? Like, you can say, how you will make sure that you will set a right goals. I will make sure that I set a right goals. So before knowing this sentence, or before knowing this question, the Forbes magazine says that you need to know your ugly face, what you are bad at, what you are good at, what you are exactly, what is your caliber, what is your strengths, what you are at best at, how long you can maintain your concentration, how long you can maintain your attention, how long you can maintain your discipline, how consistently you can work, how persistent you are in your life, how focused you are, how you are managing your time. Everything matters, right? So to know how effective goals we are making, we should understand that in a journey of life we come across lots of phases where we face like depressions in our life, we face success in our life, we face some days, bad days in our life, we face some good days in our life. Every stage we come across, like how to face these stages is nothing but a perfect human being. So where you are going to learn today. So whenever you set a perfect goal for yourself, you have to be ready to face the challenges, you have to be ready to face the difficulties, because the goal which makes you feel that it is an effective goal, it might not be an effective goal for others. The goal which you are setting for yourself, it might not be a topmost goal for the others. They may feel the lower goal, they may feel the lower work. So you have to come across all the things, you have to make your mindset to the positive, you have to face the criticism, you have to face comments, you have to face all the things in your life. That's where you have to come across the obstacles. Whenever you set a goal, yes, you are having a confidence, you are having a guts, that's why you set a goal. Without knowing how to do the work, you never set a goal. So once you made a goal, it means that you are having a caliber to achieve it. But what happens, many people, they set a goal to do something, but they set back themselves, they drop from the goal because of the surrounding people, because of the comments what the people do, right? So you have to come across all the obstacles, change the obstacles into the opportunities, change the obstacles into the positiveness. You change your mindset, you change your attitude, make a winning attitude, make a positive attitude, take always positive. You think negative, like think negative means take negatives from the task, change those negatives to the positive. This is where the people will make obstacles into the opportunities. Even though they are not having anything, they make something out of that. This is where making obstacles into opportunities. And people try to put you down, because that's the nature of the humans, like I feel. People try to put you down, people try to comment you, people like, you don't think that all the people are going to support you. You have to lead alone to reach your goal. And no, not everyone will be with you, or not everyone will support you. This is the truth of the life. If you are setting something, you come across the people where they give a comments, where they won't support you. So of course, who are they like other people to support our goals? You are having a confidence, you set a goal, you achieve it. This is where the mindset is. And don't set back. Once you made a goal, you started the journey. Like as I said, once you shoot a gun, the bullet is already out of the gun. So you have it should go in the one direction, it never changes the direction. So you have to be like a bullet. Once you set a goal, you go into that direction, go into the particular direction, never set back with the comments of the people, never set back with the comments of the other friends or the office colleagues. So whoever it may be, you have to keep your discipline level, you have to keep your concentration level, focus, and set your goals and try to lead towards it without like taking the other negatives into the consideration. And you have to sacrifice something. To achieve something, you have to sacrifice something. You have to sacrifice your happiness, or you have to sacrifice your time, you have to sacrifice the different categories are there. You have to sacrifice something to do achieve some good goals or effective goals. This is where you have to be specific, and now you are going to learn how you are going to make a exact goal, what are the goals actually, how you have to make a goal, how to make an effective goal. These are all things you are going to learn in this chapter. What are your real goals and dreams? This isn't what you already have, what you have done, but what you want in your life. This is where it makes you difference. So you have to think what you want in your life. So many people say that I have a dream to become that, dream to become this, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become an engineer, I want to become so and so. So these aspirations are good, these things are good, but the thing is what you really want, to be productive with that, right? You are going to learn what are your values, your life values, your discipline, what you want to do in your life. This everything matters, right? So normally what happens, people make a fake goals, fake imaginations, and they get into the trap of false goals. They don't think that they can achieve it or not, they don't think that they are having the capability or not. By seeing others, they set a goals and they start thinking, they go behind their caliber and they work on their goals, but they don't know what is reality. They are much far from the destination, they are so long from the destination, so they have to reach up to the destination. To reach the definition, they have to work hard. So you have to know your dreams, you have to know your goals exactly, what you want to be after 1 year, or what you want to be after 2 years or 3 years or after 5 years. So you set long term goals. There are different types of goals, as we know, the short term goals and long term goals, right? You set a long term goals, what you exactly want, at what in what period of time you want to finish, after 5 years where you are going to ahead, after 2 years what you are going to do. So these are the exact clarity of the goals. And as a student, many people they set goals. It's very good to set a goal. So for example, in an examination you are setting a goal to score up to 98% of marks. Okay, that's an excellent goal, that's a good goal, but unfortunately you got a 96% of marks, whereas you are just short of the goal. So no need to worry, it happens. We set some higher goals, we get some up to the mark, or we won't get up to the mark, we get up to some extent. So in those cases you no need to worry about those things. So especially the school students or the college students, what they think is, they set a goal of achieving 98%, suddenly they got 96%, 2% less. With 2% of less, no need to nothing is going to happen in their life. So with this they feel that they not achieved the goal, and they go into the depression, they go into the negative thinking, they go on thinking that they can't achieve the goals. The main thing is they have already achieved the goals. 96%, 98%, 2% is not much mattered there, right? The thing is, have you worked with focus and concentration or not? See, that's what where you have to think and set the goals and work on the goals. Let's take an example of a cricket where you can't imagine to score the century with the first ball. You can't imagine to score the century in 1 over. So what happens? It takes time. It takes time to build a partnership. It takes time to build your own rhythm. It takes time to come into the game. It takes time to hit fours and sixes. It takes time to take some doubles and singles. It takes time. It needs some balls. It needs some opportunities. It needs some time. So whenever every ball you can't hit the six, you have to wait for the loose ball. That's where every day, every goal, every day you can't dream of achieving the goal on the particular day. It takes time to build it. It takes time to work on it. It takes time to analyze it. Like which ball I have to play single, which that if you are getting a Yorker, if you are playing for 6, what happens? You will get bowled, right? So this is where you have to understand. In the tough times, you have to block yourself, you have to defend yourself. In the easier times, like whenever you are more concentrated, whenever you are having a healthy time, in those times you have to concentrate on those goals and put your 100%. This is where every single goal has a destination. Don't think that if you are setting a goal, it's enough. You have to think about the destination also, right? For an example, you want to go to tour. What happens? Just if you say I want to go to tour, can you go to tour? No. It is having some particular steps, where you want to go, how long you have to stay, how you have to go, at what time you have to start, what are the facilities, what are the things you have to take there, what are the facilities you are getting. Is there analyzing there? Yes. As the same way, what you want to achieve, how you have to achieve, what are the things you need, how many years it takes to achieve, how many like resources have to use for those. These are all things you have to analyze and go for it. Simply setting a goal and leading is not enough. Next is create your goal and destinations, right? Create your goal. What are the goals are there? Create it, and you imagine the destination also. Without imagining a destination, as I said, setting a goal, again you are making a fake goals, again you are making faking yourself, again you are giving a wrong face on yourself. So you be clear. Suppose example, I am going for the examinations, I want to score 80%. Yes, of course, you prepare for that. Like directly you can't go and sit and score the 80%. You have to do the back end work. How you have to prepare, what are the chapters you have to study, how you have to study, what are the problems or the questions you have to overcome. You have to see the model papers, the sample papers. And suppose example, if you are going for an interview, so what happens? You have to analyze. Directly you won't get the job. You have to analyze the company before going to give the interview on that particular company. You have to research on the company. You have to see what are the skill sets you are having. You have to see your qualification for which job you are applying. Can you give your 100% or not? Be prepared with your pre-questions. Be prepared with the technical questions. Be prepared with the skills. Go with the good dressing. This all needs to be mixed up, and you have to lead it. Suppose example, you want to be a best employee in your office. Can you become a best employee after joining the office? No. You have to create the opportunities. If you are not getting an opportunity, you have to work hard. You have to work in the odd hours. You have to give creative ideas. You have to put more than what you are. Like these all things together, we get what we want. So this is where every goal has a destination. First you find out where you want to go. Later on you can get the path, right? So how to create a path, that I am going to tell now. So now how to set a smart goals. Like most people they get back in here only. They won't work smart and they won't set smart goals. Like what are they capable of, how they achieve it, when they achieve it, they won't set it, right? So now you are going to learn how to set a smart goal. So there is a smart means what? Specific, measurable, attainable, and realistic, and time sensitive. This is very important. If you want to score a 90% or 98%, as I said, if you are not having a smart way of dealing with it, you are having lots of stuff in your day-to-day activities. You are having co-curricular activities. You are having other works. You are having lots of stuff to do. If you are setting a goal of getting a 98% of marks, ultimately if you have to manage with this also, you have to manage with that also. What happens? So with this bulk of works, you lose your productivity and you get somewhat less percentage. Again, what happens? You go into depression, emotionally you get drained. So to avoid those things, you have to know what exactly you want, what exactly your actions are, what exactly you are going through in each and every day. So these all things are very important in day-to-day life. How to set a smart goals? What are the advantages you get by setting a smart goal? See what is smart goal and how to achieve it. You are going to learn it. Why we have to set a smart goal is especially getting away from the trap of false goals, getting saved from the trap goals, or getting saved from the false goals, or setting as false destinations, false goals or dreams, which makes a person not only like not achieving those things, but he goes into some different types of depression level. So to avoid all those things, we have to be a smart and we have to set a smart goals. So what is specific? According to your ability, you have to set it. You have to keep what are the abilities you are having. According to ability, you have to keep. Don't think about the person. So if you are studying in a class, he is scoring a 98%, you are at 60%. Don't keep a goal of scoring 90 or 98%. Keep a goal of scoring 75%. Increase your ability. Right? This is what the smart goal. You go according to your ability. Like everyone is having their own journey. Everyone is having their own talent. Everyone is having their own skills. So you see what you are. What are your abilities? What you can do? What is your inner gut? So I can say like this also, if you are having 60%, you can go up to 80%. That is realistic. That is a measurable goal according to our caliber, according to your capability. This is where if you are a fresher going for the job, directly you can't become a manager. What is our ability? You have to go for the initial post. The ability, the capability of doing something is very important. What you are capable of. If you know this, you will get out of the trap of the goals. How? If your ability is 60%, if you are aiming for the 98%, if you won't achieve it, right? So what happens? You are setting a false goals. You are not measuring the goal. You are not knowing the capability of your own inner strength. Ultimately, what happens? You won't achieve the goal. So you have to be specific what you want according to your caliber, according to your ability. And next comes is measurable. This is very important. Once you set a goal, as I said, you have to come across all the things. Not everyone is going to be with you. You have to come across all the difficulties, all the challenges. So to measure, to be measurable, you have to measure who are the people involved, what you want to achieve in your life, and when you want to achieve in your life, where you want to achieve in your life, why and which. These are the reasons where we can measure it, right? So for example, I want to score, like as I said, I want to score 80% of marks, where my ability is 60%. What happens? Who are involved to support me? My friends, make a group of friends for the studies, or the teachers, or the parents, or the resources you see, take the references books. So this is what, who are involved in your goal. This is measurable. If you want to get a excellent job, if you want to get a promotion, if you want to get a best employee award, if you want to excel in your life, if you want to get a success, who are involved in your success? That is very important. What is your destination? As I said, without getting a proper direction for the destination, we can't achieve it, right? Without knowing where you want to go, if directly we are sitting in the train, can we lead to our destination? You go where the train's destination is, but you never go where your destination is. That's where you know your destination first. Next, when, set a time frame when you are going to achieve your goal, right? And where, why. You find a reason why you want to achieve that goal. So reason is very important. Reason connects to emotion. Emotion connects to our brain. Our brain comes into the action. Reason is very important. Purpose of the goal. Which goal, why, when, time, all you have to calculate yourself. And next is attainable, like can you achieve it or not. Suppose example, in measurable, you are setting a wrong goal. I want to hunt a tiger. Can you do that? No. You have to think about those things, how measurable it is, and attainable or not. Can you achieve that goal or not? You have to think about that. And realistic. Avoid getting the false dreams or the fake dreams, like I want to hunt a tiger. Just now I said, is it a reality? Can you do it? Is it realistic, or can it happen in a realistic way? No. This is where you need to control yourself, you need to find out the reality of the goal. And next is time sensitive. So this is very important. We are having short term goals and long term goals. You set a time frame for the goals. First you go with the short term goals for 15 days minimum or 30 days minimum. You set an excellent goal, not a smaller goal. What you can achieve in this 15 days. You set a goal, you try to do it. You will get to know how much percentage you are able to do. With this 15% you can calculate how what long term goals you can keep, what you can achieve it, is it measurable or not, is it realistic or not, is it can you do it or not, or can you achieve it or not. Everything you can measure it. You put a trial for yourself with the 15 days, go for the next 30 days, to go for the next 1 year. You are going to achieve it. So go with the trial with the 15 days. So you have to be specific with your goal. You have to be measure your goal. You have to keep in your mind that can you reach to that goal or not. Don't keep the goals by seeing others. Keep the goal by your inner strengths or inner capabilities, and you have to be realistic of the goal. And the time sensitive also very important. Don't imagine time by itself. Like keep the time sensitive, very important. Like like any goal it takes, like I want to become an IAS officer. Is it can it happen in 15 days? No, you have to pass the ladders. Like you have to complete your degree, you have to write the UPS exam, you have to go for the interview. There is a process. Like be a realistic goals. Keep a realistic goals and realistic time sensitive, where it can be achieved in the particular time. We are having different kinds of goals in a life. Like we want to get a success in academics, or we want to get a success in life. As we are having categorization, like you have goal to become a wealthy, you have to become healthy, and you want to become have a goal to keep a good relationships, or you are having a goals like fitness, or score good marks in the school, get a promotion, or get a job in the life. These are the different kinds of goals. Like there is not only one goal in our life. We are having different categorization of goals. You have to understand, and don't drop from your goals. And normally what happens, a human being, like if we fail in achieving some goals, what happens, we go into the disappointment mode, and it affects to our next goal, or it affects to our further goals. Suppose example, if you are losing your health, ultimately it affects your fitness, and if it affects your performance also. This is where if one goal is affected, everything is going to be affected. So you have to keep a balance with the goals. So how to maintain a balance here? Don't work on particular thing for the long time. So what I mean to say is, if you are having a goal of fitness, you goal of getting a job, or scoring a good marks, and goal of relationship, don't only work on the fitness. You have to balance the goals. You have to balance your life. This is where you are going to maintain your life. If you are not maintaining a balance, you come across problems like fear or anxiety, and you come across a number of different types of problems, and you go into the total different set of life, where you lose your confidence on yourself, where you lose your self-esteem, you won't build yourself, where you lose your positive attitude. So to maintain all these things, you have to keep a balance between the goals. So there is a saying, like normally, aim for the stars, right? Aim for the stars. If you fail, you will land on the moon. So aim high. But here what I mean to say is, don't aim that much high whereas you can't reach your goals. You see your capability. Like initially don't keep the bigger goals, initially don't keep the tougher goals, keep a smaller goals, keep a goals which is achievable by yourself. Keep the goals, like initially keep the goals, you know that you can achieve it. Keep those kinds of goals and achieve them. You build your confidence. Ultimately what happens, you can keep the bigger goals. If you're failing, you can just land on the smaller goals. This is what the sentence is. Aim for the stars. If you fail, you will land on the moon. So this is how you are going to manage your goals, how you are going to set your goals, how you are going to set a smart goals, how you are making your dreams come true, and how you are balancing your life. Everything is important. Setting an effective goal, working smart on the smarter goals is very important in present generation, present era, where the lots of competitions is surrounded with you, where lots of huge number of competition is coming ahead. To be a top at this position at this time of world, you have to be smarter in the work, smarter in the setting the goals, and smarter in achieving your destinations. So all the best for setting your goals. Now you take a white paper and try to set goals for the 15 days. Try to see your smart goals. What are your smart goals, what you can achieve it. So after the end of this chapter, you analyze yourself, what are your smart goals, and you analyze yourself, what are your long goals, what are your short goals, can you achieve it or not. Don't fall into the false dreams or false traps or false goals. Don't keep the goals by seeing others, keep the goals by seeing yourself. As I said, you have to see your ugly face first to know yourself. So these are the things many people get lacking in this. They keep the higher goals and they never achieve it, and by this they get disappointed, they get into the fear, they get into the anxiety, and they fear to set further goals also. They go into the anxiety mode, they go into the disappointments, they go into the sadness. So to avoid all these things, be smart, set smart goals and achieve them. Try with the smaller goals first, later on you keep a bigger goals. Let's go to the next chapter. It's very important and very powerful techniques to learn about concentration, attention and focus.